Good morning, students. Today we will discuss with the new topic, that is Venn diagram. Okay, so actually Venn diagram is the most commonly used pictorial representation of sets. For example, if we want to represent set A with the elements 1, 5, 10, 20, then 126, these are the some elements of the set A, and we want to represent this set A with the help of Venn diagram. So we can use any plane figure to represent the set A. Now if we take a circle here to represent the set A, that is the set A, we can use any closed figure, not necessary that circle we have to use always. We can use any plane figure which is closed. For example, suppose these are the elements of the set. Name of the set we will write outside this diagram, and it contains the element 1, 5, 10, 20, 126, like this. We can also use rectangle to represent it. It is also closed, no? So A set 1, 5, 10, 20, 126. Write inside this diagram only. Don't write outside that. Okay. We can also use triangle to represent it, because triangle is also closed. So we can write 1, 5, 10, 20, 126. Or we can also use any closed figure like this. It is also a Venn diagram. 1, 5, 10, 20, 126. So any closed figure can be used to represent the set by using the Venn diagram. But in our syllabus, basically we are using the circles and the rectangle to represent the Venn diagram. Is that clear to everyone? So actually this idea was first developed by John Venn. John Venn. Therefore it is called as Venn diagram. He was the English mathematician. Okay. So let us discuss some types of the Venn diagram. Using the Venn diagram, how we can represent the various types. The first is, for example, first, two disjoint sets. Two disjoint sets means what? Between the two sets nothing is common, correct? So this is the set A and this is the set B. Between them nothing is common. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is called as disjoint sets. Okay. And this is the complete representation of the set. And there is one symbol which is called as universal set. We can represent it as a universal set. Okay. Then question number 2. Next, joint sets. So as we have discussed earlier, joint sets means what? Between the two sets something is common. Okay. So if we represent like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the A set, this is the B set. So what we can say, between the A and B set, which element is common? Which element is common in that? Between A and B set? 3 is common for both. So that is called as joint set. Okay, joint sets. Then relation of the subset. In case subsets, in case if we want to represent A is a subset of B, it means what? All the elements of A must be present in B. That means set B will be the greater set. So we can represent it in this way. This is our A set and this is the B set. All the elements of A are present in the B set. Got it? Or in case if we want to represent B is a subset of A, then all the elements of A is present in B. So like this we can represent the two sets which are the subsets. Okay. Then the shaded portion. For example, if in case we want to represent A union of B set. Okay. A union of B. Now there is the first case in which the two sets are the joint sets, A set and B set. We want to represent the union, so like this we can shade the A union of B. In the second case, both of the sets are disjoint sets, but we want to represent the union of the two sets. Suppose A set and the B set, so make a union. The shaded portion is representing the union of the two sets. Okay. And similarly, third case, if A is a subset of B, if A is a subset of B, we can represent in this way A and B. To represent the union, we will shade the portion A and B. Got it? So like this we can represent the A union of B in the three conditions. It is for the joint, it is for the disjoints, and it is for the subset. The shaded portion is representing the union set. Similarly, next operation that we have learned is the intersection. If we want to show the intersection of the two sets by using the Venn diagram, the first, in case if the two sets are the joint sets, then we can represent the A intersection B like this. Intersection means what? Common portion between A and B. Correct? Then second case, if the two sets are the disjoint sets, A and B are the disjoint sets, so in that case between the two sets nothing is common, so both of the set are disjoints, so that means no any element is common, so the intersection set will be the empty set. But in case if A is a subset of B and we want to represent the intersection of the two sets, this is B is a subset of A, and in case if we want to represent the B intersection A, so we will shade the smaller set. Okay, A is a subset of B, and if we want to represent the intersection, the shaded portion is representing the intersection of B and A. Got it? Then difference of the two sets. If we want to represent the difference of the two sets, A difference B, right? If we want to represent the A difference B, then how we can represent the two? What is the meaning of difference that we have learned in the previous videos? Difference means those elements which are present in A but not present in B. So the shaded portion is representing the A difference B in the case of joint sets. And in case if the two sets are disjoints, the two sets A and B are the disjoints, and we want to represent the A difference B set, then all the elements of A will not in the B set, therefore this is representing the A difference B set. Okay, and in case if A and B are the subsets, A is a subset of B, if A is a subset of B, in that case all the elements of A are present in B. Correct? So this will be the empty set. Got it? But suppose for this condition, if we want to represent B difference A, if we want to represent B difference A, it means those elements which are present in B but not present in A. So this is the set of B difference A. Got it? This shaded portion is representing the set B difference A, and A difference B will be the empty set. Remember this thing. Okay. So by using all these basic things, let us start with the exercise 6E. We are starting with the exercise 6E. It is the last exercise of our chapter and it is very simple exercise. Okay. See, there is a Venn diagram given in our textbook. Question number 1 is this. Venn diagram is given to us. A and B. A, D, C, E, B, F, H and G. Okay. So these are the elements given in our set. The first, we want to find out, with the help of this Venn diagram, we want to find out A union of B. A union of B means what? Those elements which are present in A and B combinedly. Okay, so which are those elements? See in the Venn diagram, which are those elements? Tell me. It is A means all this which is in the two circles. All the elements we will write in it. A, B, C, D, E and F. Got it? Next, what is the second thing that we want to represent? Second, A complement with A complement intersection with B. Now students, tell me, what is the meaning of complement? Complement क्या होता है? Those elements which are present in A, these elements we have to remove from the universal set and the remaining elements we have to write in it. Correct? Okay. Now tell me, if we remove the elements of the A set. So let us remove these elements of the A set. Okay. A set, all the elements we have to remove. Then what are the remaining elements of A complement set? B, F, H, G. B, F, H, G. And its intersection with the B set. What is our B set? C, E, B, F. C, E, B and F. Now intersection of these two. So intersection means what? Common elements between the two sets. So tell me, which are the common elements between the two sets? Is anything is common here? B, B is there. F, F is there. You know? So that means only the two elements are common between the two sets. So therefore, we can say that it will contains only the two elements B and F. Got it? Next, third part we want to find out. What is the third part that we want to find out? It is A difference B. A difference B means those elements which are present in A but not present in B, such elements are only A and D. Got it? Fourth one. In the fourth, we want to write B difference A. means those elements which are present in B but not present in A. So just block this thing. What are the remaining elements of A? A, D, C, E. So same thing we will write. Sorry, B difference A, no? We will block all the elements of B. So if we block this B elements, what is the remaining thing? A and D. So we will write here A and B difference A, no? Those elements which are present in B but not present in A. So B and F. So this is B and F. B and F. Got it? B difference A means the elements which are present in B, but not present in A. So elements are B and F. So we will write B and F. Got it? And last one, we want to find out A union of B and its complement. Okay, A union of B. A union of B means all this, and its complement. Complement means H and G. Got it? Union means all this A and B elements, and its complement means the remaining elements other than A and B. So it is H and G. H and G is remaining. This H and G is remaining here. So we will write A union of B complement. Okay. So this is our question number 1. We have completed. Then next thing that we are going to do here, it is question number 2 we are solving. A set, B set, and this is the universal set. So A set contains 3, 6, 4, 1, 5, 2, 7, 9 and 10, and see also 8 is there. Okay, so these are the elements of the A set, B set, and this is the universal set. Now students, tell me, from A and B set, first we want to find out A complement. A complement means what? Those elements which are present in A, that we have to remove from the universal set. So we will remove all the elements of the A set, all the elements of A. So what is the remaining thing then? 5, 2, 8, 7, 10, 9. Okay, 5, 2, 8, 7, 9 and 10. Is that clear to everyone? This is our A complement set. Then the second thing is B complement. B complement means we will remove the elements of B and all other elements, means we will remove these B elements. So remaining all the elements like 3, 6, 4, 9, 10, yes, 7 and 8 will be in the B complement set. Okay, so what it will be? 3, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, 9 and 10. This is the B complement set. Okay, then third, what we want to write? A complement union with B complement. Make a union of these two. First we will write 5, 2, 8, 7, 9, 10, all the elements of A complement. Then B complement, 3 is not all, so 3, 6 is not here, 4 is also not here, 7, 8, 9 and 10. No repetition is allowed. Okay.